Yeah.
Right,
Oh, go ahead, Stu.
yeah, before we get started, we would like to acknowledge that we are privileged to record the show on the unceded traditional Coast Salish lands, including the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and Musqueam Nation.
Great, thank you so much. Also, we have a contest winner to announce. So, maybe they'll have to check in. Maybe I'll have to send them a message on Instagram. But the winner of our super spooky giveaway, thanks to Spoopy Crappy giveaway, is thanks to Strategies, Games, and Hobbies up on Main Street. So they sponsored some of the stuff. So you get a $25 Strategies gift card. You get some really cool lab dice with like a luminary effect from Chessex, and you get an awesome Fantasy Flight Games dice bag with some like spooky blood spatters, plus a digital download of the latest copy of Monster of the Week and all the extra supplements. That's thanks to us here. So the winner is, drumroll please. Okay, Merb.
Oh, that was
Merb.
Merb?
Merb.
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 Merb on Instagram. I think Stu might know their real name. Ian, is it?
Oh, it's Mike Urbanski.
Mike Urbanski.
We just call him Urbanski.
Okay.
So congratulations, Urbanski.
Yeah, you win some stuff. We'll be in contact to get your information and then send you said stuff.
Huzzah!
So thank you so much for entering our awesome contest, and we'll probably do some more soon because why not? Who doesn't like contests? So we're playing the game Monster of the Week, which is supposed to be spooky scary. And hold on, I realized my fan was on.
You know what?
I might be interfering with the sound.
On a night this exciting, all our fans are on.
Yeah.
They are so on right now.
Turned on. Yeah, this sweater's just really warm. It's I have my ugly sweater. Anyway,
though. It's like
my ugly Halloween
coffins
sweater
and stuff.
I got Dracula's, Frankenstein's, witches, some pumpkins, some jack-o'-lanterns, and some cats, etc.
Wow, you got everything.
It's got it all. Halloween is the superior holiday, in my opinion, but that's just because you get to dress up in funny stuff and eat candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like puns are more permissible at Halloween than at Christmas.
Yeah.
There's also more, I think. More Halloween puns than Christmas puns.
Sorry, apologies for interrupting. That was super important for me.
Oh, no, it's okay. I wanted to introduce this game as like boils, ghouls, and the non-boonary. Welcome to our live stream. We're playing Monster of the Week, and I would like to give you some background in the setting that we're playing in. So, I'm going to read this thing that I prepared, because I like to over-prepare for things.
Oh, cool.
So this is for everybody and for our players, so they know what they're walking into in this world of monsters. So, monsters are real. Monsters, cryptids, and other supernatural creatures have been wreaking havoc in the shadows for generations. But around 2 years ago, they collectively decided to hang up their claws, cloaks, and chains in favor of public life. Monsters are real, and they're just like everybody else. They're trying to integrate into society that has been telling spooky, creepy stories about them since the dawn of time, so that hasn't been easy. Tensions between humans and non-humans can run hot, especially when you just found out your neighbors are a bunch of werepanthers or something, but the majority of people are just trying to live peaceful lives. Here in Pleasant Pines, population around 5,000 people, give or take, the humans and non-humans are no different than anywhere else. Yet there are still mysteries to be solved, though admittedly, business has been a little bit slow lately. You and your pals are hanging around in your converted basement clubhouse at the bottom of your mom's mid-century rancher. You call your clubhouse the whatever. What do you guys call your clubhouse? Your home base where you haunt monsters from. What do we want to call this?
The Finger House. No, that doesn't work.
That has different connotations.
Where is it? Is it like a house? Is it like a garage? Is it a tree house?
It's like a converted basement. So it's a basement
Converted
that's
basement.
yeah. You
It's
know,
a
everybody
finished basement.
a finished basement versus an unfinished basement, which is common in a lot of houses. So it's a basement that's been converted into this clubhouse where you keep all your mystery hunting solving supplies. You hang out with your pals, your mystery solving team, and yeah, it just needs a cool name. I think I talked before this, and it's actually in the bottom of Eric's mom's house.
No, it's in Eric's basement.
I can't
That's
escape
in
it.
Eric's-
I cannot escape
Eric's
it. It is.
basement.
It's in my parents' basement in Pleasant Pines.
Chuck's basement.
Chuck's
Yeah.
basement. Okay.
Let's see.
First thing that comes to mind.
If people in the chat have suggestions, they can throw that
Oh,
in
that
there
would be
too.
great. Yeah, the debasement.
Yeah.
The
The debasement. Chuck's debasement.
Yeah,
Chuck's
because
debasement.
well, yeah, because Chuck's a big fan of film and movies, and the Pixies song "Debaser" is about a film school teacher. Which
Yeah.
is why it's a basement of debasement.
I like the idea. It's just the basement.
Yeah,
Like
debasement.
the basement. So
Okay.
you're hanging out in the basement,
We have
and outside.
we do have some suggestions though. We do have the Mystery Cave, the Chuck Cave, and the Rio.
Just so things can come full
That's
circle.
right. And my mother Corrine lives upstairs with my Aunt Rachel. Well, after that joke, they're never letting us back.
Yeah. So, one more thing. So, outside sits your shared vehicle, which is a 1989 Chrysler minivan with wood paneling. You call this vehicle spooky, like another name, and as it drives you to investigate your mysteries. So you can all, think mystery machine. So maybe we can pull some suggestions from that.
Yeah, I've just asked the chatters, folks out there.
Okay.
What do you want to call her? Was it 1986 Chrysler minivan with
1989.
1989. I apologize. It was the Caravan first came out in 86. That's why I keep remembering that. We've got
information. You're right.
the Anti-Chrysler.
Oh,
The Anti-Chrysler, so good. Okay, yes. We're in the basement with the Anti-Chrysler.
Anti-Chrysler.
Awesome.
It's my mom's
Now,
sisters.
is this game happening in like the present day, or is that a new van?
No. This is an old van. This is
Okay.
This is like your first vehicle type van. Like a family member took pity and gave it to one of you,
Right.
or you purchased it by saving up your allowance and you got $500. It's gonna be up to you guys. So from there, let's introduce your characters, and maybe let us know what you're doing inside the clubhouse. You're all hanging out there right now. So let's go with Stu first.
I am Camille Russell. I'm the initiate of the group, which means I sort of belong to a secret sect. Basically, I grew up with my grandpa. He was part of this, and he sort of started to train me as a youth into this sect. Then he died, and all I have is his big books that I don't understand, and a magic spear that's maybe important. I don't know. It's somewhere in the books it tells me. I'm trying to figure out. There's a prophecy involved. I read the books before every mystery we go on because sometimes it will tell me the future. It's a lot.
It's kind of a lot.
It's kind of a lot, especially I'm living with these foster parents who I guess they're okay. Yeah, I really just want to be a kid that just skateboards all the time, but I got a book that can tell the future, and I gotta do stuff. So yeah, that's Camille.
And you're 16, 17 years old, or?
Yeah, Camille's 16. She doesn't have a driver's license yet. She doesn't need it. She skateboards everywhere.
Nice.
Also, we're actually gonna get a car. Yeah.
And what do you think you'd be doing in the clubhouse on a Saturday morning?
she is probably trying to like decrypt some page of the book to. So I feel like that's what she does a lot to not stress out about not having decrypted all of the book. There's a lot of anxiety involved here.
That's
Camille
fair.
on the surface like does look cool. She's like got cool tattoos and stuff, but she's got a lot going on, basically.
Yep. Don't we all? Why doesn't Eric go next?
Hi, everybody. I'm Chuck Bludfinger. I'm about 15 years old. I can't drive yet. I can't wait for my learner's license, but I do have a rad Kuahara mountain bike. I am the expert of the group, which means I've dedicated my life to the study of the unnatural. Now, I do that not through books, but through through like videos, through movies, through horror films, because as Taylor had mentioned, monsters are real. So the horror movies are actually giving us the real lore. The only JC I worship is John Carpenter. And of course,
I mean, the thing is real. Is the thing it's historical? John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy of The Thing, In the Mouth of Madness, and Prince of Darkness are sort of like the Book of Revelations. It's like what may be to come.
Oh God. Okay.
And what I do on a Saturday morning is, of course, in Debasement is Count Chocula and cartoons. Probably Groovy Ghoulies, maybe Drac Pack.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, so no different from Eric Fell.
Yeah, young Eric Fell.
Now,
Joanna, Joanna, I'll have you go next.
Okay.
You take a sip of wine to get into character.
Sip of beer out of my wine glass because that's how Ori drinks beer. So my character is Ori. They are half demon, so a little older than the rest of the group, I think, but not by much. Maybe sort of early 20s. Yeah, let's see what do we got here. They're a little dark. Demons need to have like a drive, like a curse, right? And Ori's curse is that they are actually driven by cruelty. So there might be some dark moments in when Ori goes out. Possibly you've seen them get a bit ugly in some situations. Ori has claws that go through armor, and just happens to also have a magnum, just because somebody's got to look after you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think maybe Ori, and you can say yes or no to this. Maybe Ori was somebody they met on a past adventure and realized how much help that these young folks need. Has sort of been like a reluctant anti-hero in that way, being like, oh, somebody's got to take care of these guys.
Totally.
And plus somebody's got to drive the minivan.
Yeah.
So they sort of took you in and you took them in.
Yeah. I feel like Ori was definitely used to be fighting for the other side, and but was always kind of leaning towards good, and then discovered this group, and for some reason felt some, I don't know, there was a soft spot inside for these poor kids who just put themselves into terrible situations all the time. Yeah, I think they're pretty protective of this group.
I've actually got a history option here that works, I think, in this situation.
Cool.
Which is so I can assign these. I think we all have these that we can assign to the other hunters, which we haven't done yet. For Ori, I would like to assign to you. They're described in the prophecies, but the role they will play isn't stated, or Camille can't find it.
It's in one of these books, and we can't figure out.
There's literally a drawing of you.
Nice.
I like that. Okay. Carmin, cool. You'd be last because you'd be dealing with the dog. You'd be dealing with our very hyper dog right now.
Yeah.
Werewolf. You hear werewolves?
Yeah.
Werewolf.
The werewolf is upset.
Werewolf.
She can't get to both of the sorcerers. I'm playing Norma Olson, a high school senior who is a member of the AV club. She is she's obsessed with like old VHSs, and she came across one that brought up more questions than it answered, and led her down this rabbit hole. Oh, I'm the group, by the way. It led her down this rabbit hole, which would have her group up with these miscreants. And so she's enthusiastically joined them in any sort of mystery hunting they're getting themselves involved in.
Sorry, Norma, when you said what your role specifically was, your audio went like a robot. Could you say your role again?
we heard brew. You're the brew of the group, and I don't think that's right.
I'm the group's 16 or 17-year-old brewer. I'm the flake. It's known. Flakes are sort of like conspiracy theorists. Yeah.
And so I actually forgot to ask this of Ori, but what are Ori and Norma doing in the basement this Saturday morning?
Right. Sorry. Yeah, Ori's brooding because that's what Ori does.
Okay.
Yep.
So
that's
just
it.
having a
That's
good
it.
morning brood.
Sitting in a corner in it like a semi-shadowed area, probably staring out a small window that's in the roof because that's all the kind of windows that we have. And yeah, just staring off into the distance, being mysterious. That's basically what.
Yeah, they'd be like one of those tiny little like slivers of windows that are like
the ones covered in dust and spiders. Yeah,
like 6 inches above ground level. Yeah, definitely. And what would Norma be doing?
Norma is probably hanging out, but not being like very talkative or extra social to these guys. And she's probably on her laptop, looking at looking at like weird forums, like occult forums and chat rooms on her laptop. Out the origin of one of her latest thrift store VHS finds.
Ooh, cool. Awesome. Great. Thank you guys so much for like introducing us to your crew of mystery solving teens. What shenanigans are they going to get up to? I guess that's up to me. So you're all hanging around in your clubhouse. You know, it's not crazy early. It's maybe around 10 or 9 or 10 a.m. Watching cartoons, doing research, et cetera, kind of your usual MO. You probably meet up every Saturday just to like check in, see what's going on around town, and if there's any sort of like mysteries you guys, pop up in your radar that you have to go, let's go gang, let's go check it out or whatever. So yeah, something sort of abnormal happens while you're all hanging down there is that you hear a knock at the door, the basement door.
The basement door.
Yeah. So there's a door that,
to the outside.
Yeah, the outside. Somebody knocks from the outside into the basement.
Oh.
Nobody ever
Somebody
knocks
gonna
at
get
that
it?
door.
Hey guys.
Norma will just stop.
Is like
pause,
nervously looking for where she put down her spear.
Yeah, I grab. I grab. What's my weapons here? Oh, I grab my. I grab my my silver sword.
Nobody's gonna go.
Hey gang, which one of us wants to get it?
Chuck, it's your basement.
Technically, it's my mom's basement, but okay. I'll get the door. Okay, I open the door and I say, "State your purpose. I am Chuck." Charles Allen Bludfinger.
Outside the door, you see a woman of about 5'6", like a dark auburn hair, almond-shaped eyes, with bright yellow, like lupine pupils, and she goes, "Oh, good, you're here. I just the people I want to see about this.
Well, hello there. Who might you be?
My name is Dana Kitsune. I'm a reporter. I just moved to town a few months ago from the big city.
A reporter, eh? Here to do a story on this gang here? I should tell you, we have many a tale to tell.
Maybe that'll come later. Your reputation does precede you.
Please, by all means, cross the
I thought we were
threshold.
a secret group.
I mean, word travels around the city that there's a couple, mystery-solving teens around, but I thought you could maybe help me with something that I'm investigating myself.
You're investigating yourself?
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
Can I come
self-reflection
in?
is good. Please, cross the threshold, lest ye be evil.
Oh man, Chuck, why do you always have to invite people across the threshold?
Because I have some wooden stakes and a mallet in case they are of the vampiric nature.
I mean, I'm not going to get into how that's kind of racist nowadays, but I'm not vampire actually. I'm a fox spirit. Hence the red hair and the yellow eyes, as you can see.
Oh, now who's being racist?
Well, I just wanted to, assuage any fears that I might, drink anybody's blood or anything like that.
Please, avail yourself of our refreshments. We have milk, both chocolate and strawberry, and we have a selection of breakfast cereals. Chocula, Booberry, Frankenberry, Fruit Brut, and of course, Fruity Yummy Mummy for those with a more ancient taste.
I do appreciate your variety and selection, but if you just had coffee, no coffee, okay, I guess I'll take a strawberry milk to wet my whistle.
Thank you. My mother does not allow me to have caffeine.
I can see why.
I'll pull an energy drink out of my backpack and offer it to her.
Good on that one. You might want to save that for yourselves, because I do have something I need your help with.
Thank you.
Please, what is the dilemma that you are investigating?
So I don't know if you heard about this around town, because stuff doesn't, when stuff happens here, it generally makes the news, or at least word of mouth passes. But I'm writing about the death of this mine worker up at the mine, at the Winchester Mine. His name's Robert Gabriel. Seems a bit suspicious how he died. The police investigated and said, it was a simple mistake, but I know that Winchester fellow. He keeps his mine in ship shape. Plus the mine foreman, Eric Stackhouse. He's been an upstanding citizen. He's very by the book, follows all the safety rules and regulations. So it's so interesting how that accident happened. So I talked to the police. They'll help, and I was wondering if you guys could maybe help me investigate. I don't want to sniff around too much and raise any suspicions. Being that I'm a new reporter in town, I'm trying to stay on everybody's good side. But it would be really, really helpful if you guys could take a look at the mine, or maybe ask around town if people have heard or seen anything unusual.
How did he die?
Well, it's the strangest thing. Just a piece of mining equipment, fell on him, and then they hauled him away. I haven't talked to the coroner yet or anything like this, but as far as I know, it was simply an accident.
I see.
I just don't like it. It raises the hairs on the back of my neck. Something weird about that. I don't want to call it a murder, but it's something weird about that accident.
Would you say it gives you the willies? Does it frighten you?
Yeah, it definitely sends my instincts a little bit of a flare. You can tell, I'm attuned to a few extra paranormal things myself, and definitely rattles them bones as both a fox spirit and a reporter.
Well, then
Especially the way the police just brushed it off.
perhaps you may want to speak with Ori, who is very good at bringing out the frightenedness in people.
Thanks, Chuck. It's kind of the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
Well, it's early.
So
I was just trying to like stare down this reporter lady, trying to look as tough as she can, and is still pointing the spear at her because so much anxiety.
So
hey,
wait,
friends, like come here in peace.
You want us to investigate this death, this accidental death? So what? You can get a good story, or
No, I just want to make sure that there's nothing shady happening around town or anything that we need to be aware of. I mean, tensions have been a bit weird and lately with Avant Energy moving into town.
sorry, what was that? Avant
Energy. Haven't you heard? They're trying to open a wind farm. They're working with the mayor. They can bring a whole new life to this sleepy little town of ours.
All right, well, we're going to need some gas money and some Count Chocula money because Chuck goes through that like nobody's business.
No caffeine,
course,
but all the sugar I can eat.
If you guys are willing to investigate, I'm willing to give you, cut you in on a bit of this. And here, would $50 do for now to start?
Well, that'll fill up half of the Anti-Chrysler.
It is an 80-liter tank.
If you need anything else, feel free to hit me up. I can help you with a little bit of gas money or anything like this here or there. If it helps us, figure out what's going on. I'm worried that this Vant Energy is causing a bit of mistrust between the humans and non-humans in town. People don't know when these big wigs come in from the city what they're going to be like.
And a favor too, I think.
A favor, sure. What? Okay. I can handle your demands.
$50 and a favor? Okay.
How about this? If you help me solve the mystery, I'll do a front page piece on your little mystery crew next big edition.
If we do that, our secret group could be famous.
Oh, all right. Well, leave me out of that one. If you kids want that, that's cool. But
Oh.
no pictures. No pictures.
Like a guarantee that you don't mention us, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
That's a better deal.
All right. How about we'll send you an invoice for our expenses. We'll take the $50 now, and then we'll send you something.
She opens her wallet and hands you $50. Okay, well, my office is just in the city hall, so feel free to stop by anytime you think you have anything, or just if you need any extra information from me.
Well, if you'd like to do an expose on me in the future, you know where to find me.
Yes, in your basement where you live, Chuck.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I'll be on my way now.
All right, bye.
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 She leaves. She's gone.
Thanks. Have a good day.
I like close the door as she's leaving. Get out. Bye.
Oh, she first before she leaves, she chugs the glass of milk and then pieces out. She doesn't take the milk with her, obviously.
Ooh, chugging strawberry milk. That's oof. Ah.
That is hardcore.
It is. Yeah. I have new respect for Fox Spirit Lady.
So, what are we gonna do, Ori?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do? You're the team. I'm just the muscle.
Well, I guess we could go talk to that coroner.
Yeah, let's investigate with the coroner.
Oh, so we can go look at the dead body? Sweet. Check that out.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
Well,
Right.
one of you drive. I'm gonna see if I don't know anything about this in the books.
Get your nose out of those books sometimes, Camille. Jeez. Lighten up.
Yeah, I'd like to, except they can tell the future. So, so this is actually an ability I have called Fortunes.
Okay.
I can use it once per a mystery.
Okay.
And I'm looking to what the future holds.
Sure. Roll
Nice.
some
Right off the
2d6s for me.
That's a 6. So there is nothing in these books.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Oh no,
in
sorry. In fact, I get bad information, and you, the keeper, can decide how that affects me.
Yeah. I'm gonna say your book says something about being wary of the intentions of vampires.
Okay. It's pretty classic stuff
And-
for this book. Very, very
Yeah.
anti-vampire. This book.
Yeah.
I mean,
So yeah, it's just you read a passage about vampires and how they're untrustworthy, and that's it. That's all that you glean from the book.
you have to
So
understand.
who's gonna drive the anti-Chrysler?
I think very
I
annoyed teenager from the back of the van is just like, it's fucking vampires again.
Oh man.
Despite them being a product of their time, there is actually some good information in the Hammer films. But it was a different time.
The Hammer film?
You see,
nobody knows what you're talking about, Chuck.
you see,
I
Hammer
know
was a
if they're the
studio.
horror films, and
Whoa.
I go over to our little bookshelf that I've commandeered for my collection, and I'll pull out a Peter Cushing movie, and I'll stare at it reverently, and I'll say, "It's a good movie."
Indeed. The oeuvre of Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee are amongst the finest historical films ever made.
Well, they still make movies today, Chuck, right?
Oh, they still write books today too, Camille.
Whoa, burn.
Camille just actively sulks after that. That was too good of a burn to respond to.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll
So
drive.
you'll drive? Okay. So the town is fairly small. You live out in like the suburbs. It's generally like it's somewhat forestry rural, but like there is a town center with businesses and where you'd find grocery shops and other a couple main streets that have sort of everything at one end. There's the city hall. There's a school, a park, a couple businesses. So you could see an office that says Vant Energy on it. Station, and that the is in the corner, and where they keep the dead bodies is like they have a space at the back of the police station. There's also the newspaper, which is in the city hall, and that's it for now. Yeah, that's there's grocery stores and regular stuff, and shopping and they're regular sort of things on their small town businesses.
Is it a Fred Meyer or a QFC?
There's a Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, nice.
The States, then.
I am feeling
Yeah,
both
I mean,
Piggly
it's kind
and
of
Wiggly.
generic. I didn't want to go specifically for the States or Canada.
Yeah.
So it's kind of both. It's a nowhere place. Pleasant
It's a
Pines.
border town.
Yeah, sure. Let's
Right.
go with that. It's a border town.
Pleasant Pines.
Pleasant Pines is sounding a lot like my hometown. Which is about 5,000 and a mining town. If this also has a tourism industry around the ski hill,
And
we're
a ski hill,
basically
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it sure does. Now that you said it,
We're
I
actually
base this
Fernie.
entirely
Okay.
based on Stu's hometown because I'm a big creep. But yeah,
Well, we should stop by the Overweighty.
yeah.
the better
that was-
the better of the two grocery stores that are in the town.
What's the lesser one?
I think it was a Super Value.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
overweighty.
yeah.
Let's go to overweighty.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's either a Piggly Wiggly or an Overweighty. Maybe there's both in your town. There's a Piggly Wiggly and an Overweighty Foods. Just some really small ones, like an IGA size one. Great. So the anti-Chrysler, I'm guessing, pulls up to the police office.
Yeah, I parallel park it like a champ.
Nice. It's about afternoon right now.
Ori, when I get my learners, can you teach me that?
Yeah, all right, sure. If you give me all of the rest of the Count Chocula, because it's the only reason I like your basement, honestly.
Okay, only because I need to learn to parallel park. Oh, Give Chocula.
Chin up, kiddo.
Do you guys go in the police station?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just gonna go up to the front desk and be like, "Can we talk to the coroner, please?"
Yeah. Do we know anybody? I mean, we've like done investigations in this town before. Like, do we know anybody who works here? Do we?
Yeah. So running. There's not like a huge police force there. There's like a couple patrol cars, but at the front desk is Deputy William Spike D'Angelo. And you know that the town sheriff is in their back office, and her name is Sheriff Rory Riviera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say Bike D'Angelo? Like
Spike.
Like his middle.
Spike.
I thought his middle name was Bike.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Bike.
His first name's William, but he goes by Spike.
Okay.
We call him
So
Spike.
it makes him cool. He's kind of a bit of a dipshit though.
Like, yeah, they call me Bike because you can't handle me.
Always wheeling and dealing.
Yeah.
I think Camille definitely somewhere on her like jacket has an ACAB like button that she got at her like local like young Marxist group after school group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the kind of like the town police are kind of a bit of a joke anyways. Like they don't like what are they really doing? They're just really peacekeepers, and they're ACAB being what it is for sure. They're not really living up to the expectations of like a seasoned police officers who are heroic and leading the law. They're kind of bumpkin forest. They're basically glorified forest rangers around here.
And do they hate us for messing with their job, or do they like us?
They don't hate you. Actually, Deputy William Spike D'Angelo used to date Eric's mom.
Chuck's mom.
Or Chuck's mom.
Eric's mom's been happily married since 1965.
Thank you very much.
We're role playing, Eric.
Chuck's mom, however.
Chuck's mom. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
My fantasy NPC is after your mom.
Hopefully it ended well. All right.
Yeah, I mean, they called him Uncle Spike, and he was in the picture for a while, and he's still pretty fond of you.
Oh, does he call me stuff like Champ and Tiger?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he's a bit of an idiot, but I guess he means sort of well. He's a bit of a doofus. He thinks he's all that. He's not. Oh, good to see you kids in here again. Stopping by.
Hey there, Uncle Spike.
Hey, Chip.
We're just on an investigation, and we were wondering if we could talk to the coroner.
Yeah, I mean, you could go back there. That guy gets no visitors. He's such a creep. What a nerd. Yeah, if you want to go visit your old pal Dr. Dipper in the back, go ahead.
Okay. One talk with Dr. Dipper coming right up.
I think Norma might know Dr. Dipper, because she has an interest in the creepy crawlies and things like this, and you might know him from the message boards.
Yep.
That you on frequently.
Yep. His name is the Good Doctor 420.
I like it. Okay.
Nice.
And we know, in fact, as soon as I walk in, I just I nod and knowingly.
Yeah, you go in the back there, and Dr. Dipper's just sort of sitting at his desk typing away, and he's on obviously a message board, and he looks up at you. Sorry, what was that, Eric?
I like that Dr. Dipper, but he smells kind of like Norma's jacket.
What?
Get it?
I don't. What?
Stinks like weed, guys.
You see,
Weed
Dr. Dipper sells weed to Norma.
Oh!
No.
Oh! I got it.
No, now I get it.
I got
Okay.
it.
All right. Okay. So that's why I like Norma. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norma's just gotten cooler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling very
hey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Well, she does have +1 cool, so.
Yeah. Hey, Norma, what's up? The truth is out there, am I right?
You're not wrong.
Oh, you seem full of vim and vinegar today.
Well, we got a job, Doc. A big one.
Oh, a job, huh? That's interesting. You're not here about that mine work, are you? Robert Gabriel?
We sure are.
Oh, that's so weird, man. I totally thought you guys were gonna come in here when I saw this weird body. You guys have to check this shit out.
Oh yeah, it's weird. Yeah, let's see it.
Like, how weird is
Yeah,
it?
nobody wanted to actually, like, the police didn't care when I told them. They thought I was wacko. I wonder why.
Is it Tom Savini weird, or is it Greg Nicotero weird? Perhaps Rob Botton, or even Rick Baker weird? Those are all makeup artists from horror movies I watch.
Not actually crushed by a mining equipment weird? Is that
Yeah, I mean that did happen, but there was something else that his head was intact, but his brains were blown, and by blown I mean that they weren't there.
So it wasn't a metaphor where he received interesting information.
No, man, and that's not from that
Sorry, I was talking to herself.
Yeah.
Have an anxiety attack in the back, being like, what?
This is too much.
I mean, brain eating isn't typical of your vampires. I don't know what would do in someone like this.
Can we?
But you guys want to come see the cool body?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
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 Man, it's hard doing voices.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's why I'm not doing one this time.
Yeah.
Norma's got a beautiful, deep voice, and that's okay.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, show us this corpse.
He's gonna talk like this again. No. What a chance.
Yeah. Come follow me into the morgue, guys. Let me show you. And he goes into the back and he opens one of the big silver cabinet doors and wheels out a body. It holds like 4 bodies. It's not like got a lot of space. And he's actually sucking on a lollipop because he's like that. Like none of this stuff phases him anymore. He's super into like the gross and slimy. And he pulls a lollipop. He has a lollipop. I don't know.
No, it's
he's
a
got
lollipop.
he's got an oral fixation.
It's a weed lollipop. Yeah, it's a weed lollipop.
It's not a weed lollipop. And he flips open the sheet. I guess he reveals, and you see the corpse is very squished in the center corpse, but he pulls it out and he goes 1 second, and he gets like a tool. And he shows you the. Hold on. He opens up the brain cavity, and there's nothing. It's just empty. It's been picked dry.
Whoa.
Look at that. That's totally weird. I don't know anything that does this.
Besides Wes Craven
anything?
films.
Do we know anything that does that? Do we have any experience with that? Do I have any experience with something that eats brains? No? Sucks brains out entirely?
What would you roll for that? What do you want to roll for that?
I mean, weird, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, that might be investigate a mystery.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's investigate a mystery. That's sharp. I'm kind of bad at that.
I of course, being an expert, would I got a 2 to sharp.
Yeah. Hey, Chuck. You seen anything like this before?
Well,
You might have.
let me just think back into my home video library. Oh, what does I guess an 8? I got an 8.
So you get 1 hold. So on 1 hold, you can spend a hold to ask me a question. So that's a success.
Mhm.
So you can ask the following questions: what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? Or what's being concealed here?
My question is, what happened here?
Best thing I can tell is that there seemed to be some trauma to the ear canal, and a bit of like leftover ooze, I want to say. So it looks like maybe something was in there and ate his brain clean out.
That sounds a bit like Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, maybe. You thinking?
So we're talking
some
brain
sort of,
worms here.
I mean, it looks like it could be some sort of brain worm.
God, you humans
The
are
book did
so
say
bad.
vampires.
I mean,
Brain vampires.
green vampires. Oh, new cool vampires.
Brampires.
Chuck, do you
They're
know
coming
of
out with
any
all sorts of
vampires that-
cool updates to the vampire. Each year, they
Check
come
it.
out with a new vampire.
Yeah.
Chuck, Norma, do you know any vampires that eat brains? Is there any like movies about that?
The brain-eating supernatural creature first had an appearance in the 1980s film Return of the Living Dead. Many people think it was from Romero's oeuvre, but it wasn't. 'Twas from Return of the Living Dead, which was made which had made reference to Romero's earlier work.
Did they eat brains?
Are they vampires?
They were in fact zombies.
Oh, not vampires then.
So that would just be a no to my question then.
Yeah, that would be a long no. A real
That is a
no.
long no.
Mhm.
But a correct no, and a no where you learn something. In fact, you could call it the more you know.
Segue, Eric, this is the perfect character for you.
Yeah. Hank Venture, yeah.
Hank Venture movie nerd.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
If you
Okay.
guys want to, if you guys want to ask about vampires, there were those vampires from Vant Energy that moved into town to set up office. Other than that, if you want to find out, there's also the Monster Bar down the street, the Scratching Post. If you want to go check out, maybe somebody there knows something about brain-eating vampires.
Oh man, I love the Scratching Post. You
Yeah.
got karaoke on Thursdays.
I've never
So
been
good.
allowed in.
Well, it's a bar and a restaurant and bar, so underage people are allowed in there in certain parts of it. So it's on one side it's a family place, and the other side it's a drinking establishment.
But we have to order food, so my allowance doesn't allow me for that. But I will see what I have in my wallet right now. What have I got in my wallet?
It's up $50.
Yeah.
But I put it in the van as gas. Didn't
I don't know. You have
still got
like
it?
you have your allowance. It would maybe buy you like an appetizer.
I have chicken strips
Chicken
money,
fingers.
Yeah, chicken fingers.
but no honey mustard.
Yeah.
Is there
That's a teens eat.
is there
I will
anything else about this body that's like while we're still standing around this body? Are there any other marks on it or anything like anything else that we should notice?
There is a claw mark that you do notice on but around his like arm.
Okay.
So that's interesting. So it's quite a big claw mark. And that happened definitely like before he was, dead. Like it's not a post death
Mortem.
mortem.
Not
Did.
postmortem. Okay.
Uh,
All right.
So it wasn't a post-mortem wound. It looked like, maybe when he was falling, somebody tried to grab him and it wasn't able to before he was crushed or
So-
pull him out of the way.
So you're saying that he was alive when he died?
I mean, I don't know if you can call like have your brain eaten alive, but yeah, he was alive until he died. He wasn't a zombie, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is a question that you ask in this world.
Or he wasn't a vampire or other undead.
I want to try something here. I want to try and use a little bit of magic to do that. Like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like see the history of something around that cut. I do have an ability that's like anytime I use magic, I can ask a question from the investigate a mystery.
Yeah, sure.
If I'm successful.
So you're gonna when you roll, you have to roll for magic. You have to add your plus weird. So so it's just a magical ability that you have that can.
Yeah, it's called that old black magic.
Give me some of that old black magic, Stu Popp.
Yeah, so while everyone is sort of talking, I'm gonna just wander over and sort of trace a couple runes around that cut. And I'm gonna get a 7.
Oh, that's a success.
So I do the magic. So the question I would like to ask is, what happened here?
Yeah, so what you can glean from those, I'm gonna speak in my regular voice because it's really hard to do Dr. Dipper's voice. Is that
vision, right?
Yeah, so you get like a vision in your head of like a clawed hand trying to pull Robert, I think
Gabriel.
Robert Gabriel before he got squished. He's trying to pull, and there's like a woman you can kind of see attached to the clawed hand. You can kind of tell she has like blonde hair and again sort of lupine eyes, but you can't really tell too much else other than there's a blonde woman with a clawed hand tried to pull him out of the way and like called his name, Rob, watch out, and that's all you can see. And then he slipped, and then that's what the claw marks from.
Okay, so it seems like the claw mark is unrelated to the injuries and whatnot.
But it does seem related to the accident.
I want to ask the doctor, do you know what this guy did at the mine? What his job was?
No, I don't know. I think he was just a regular sort of mine worker guy.
Did it happen during the day or at night?
Oh, it happened during the day. Just like, when they were working one day, and it seems like some equipment malfunctioned. It fell and crushed him. Yeah, I just can't get over the whole braid missing situation.
Is there a blonde woman that works at the mine?
Yeah, there's a blonde woman that works at the mine.
And what might her name be?
Juniper, I think her name is. She just got laid off. She's I think she's a what do you call it? Is she a werepanther, a wereskunk, she's a were something? I'm pretty sure. She travels that pack around town.
I once dated a wereskunk. Oof. I had to throw away all my clothes from the time.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to cheat on a wereskunk.
Whoa, yeah. You got that right, Dr. Dipper. I think that her name's Juniper. She's with the local pack, you say. I think she was just working up in the mine as a bit of muscle. Oh, sorry. Fiddleback in our chat says it's not called muscle anymore. It's called a physical altercation specialist.
A PAS.
Well, it's a bit of muscle, like, because there's what you kind of know already is that the mine employs both humans and non-humans. So there's like a variety of people. They don't have a lot of people still working up there, but it is still like a main source of it's a coal mine, so it's coal mine town. So there's still a bit of that's the kind of the main industry, other than the ski hill that's a few hours away, and people still pass through town occasionally to get to the ski hill. It's like a big fancy resort, so it's not like a lot of people stop on the way there. They might like put up in a hotel for like to save a few bucks, but yeah. So that's kind of like the main couple industries in town there.
So Camille, why
now they do have this.
What's about the blonde woman? Why are you asking about a blonde woman, Camille? What's that? What's that about?
Yes, she made the scratch. I think she was trying to save him.
From a thing that ripped his brain out?
No, from the accident.
Wait. So there was an accident and there's a missing brain?
Well, yeah, I mean, he still got hit by the stuff, right? Like that actually happened.
All right.
Right? That
Weird.
I didn't misremember that.
No, I mean, it doesn't make any sense though, right? I mean, if his brain got... That's the cause of death. We have 2 causes of death here, basically.
And
What if
he
his
only
brain got
died.
taken out after the accident?
He only died once. This is indeed a mystery.
You do only die once.
Maybe
That's my third favorite James Bond movie.
Well, maybe we can even track down that foreman, Stackhouse.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of people that you maybe want to talk to in town who might have more information than I do.
I do believe I heard tell of chicken fingers.
Yeah, the scratching post. They have chicken fingers. Chicken finger Saturday.
Maybe
special.
if what's her name, blonde woman, Juniper, has been laid off, maybe we'll find her at the scratching post and we can have some late afternoon chicken fingers, and I will have some late afternoon whiskey.
That being said, the scratching post itself doesn't really get bumping until maybe the evening. It is a Saturday, so they have a few people coming in the afternoon, but it tends to get busier in the evening.
Okay, we could wait.
And I do feel like you might day drink if you just got laid off. So.
That's true.
Yeah, what else you got to do?
That's true. Spend your last paycheck.
Yeah. What have I been doing since March?
Now, before you guys head over to wherever you're going to head over next to continue to investigate this mystery, maybe we want to take a break.
Sure.
That sounds
I could do that.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. I'm now hungry.
Yeah.
The mere talk of food just makes me hungry. You know what? Taking a short break for several Earth minutes sounds like a fantastic idea. In fact, while we're taking our break for several short minutes, what you can do is you can subscribe to us on our various social medias. We are on Twitter at WT Quest, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Twitter and Facebook.
Which direction? This way?
Yeah.
It's over there?
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah, it's over there.
Also over there, you will find our coffee account if you want to buy us a coffee.
Oh, that's below me, right there.
It's all going to web hosting.
Yeah.
It's below Taylor now because you've moved. It was below you when you were DMing.
Oh, I see. It's below me.
So please take a minute to go.
It's also below. It's both below you and in another direction.
It's both.
Look,
it's in two places.
Web hosting's expensive, folks. We're not gonna lie.
Got it.
No, if you're
next week, it'll be a giant pop-up that will be over all of our faces.
It'll just cover everything.
Yeah, my character's name will be kofi.com/WTQuest. Cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is
bought by Gawker, so ads everywhere.
I'm going to hit the be right back button because I actually have a button that says be right back. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
And we will see you in a few of your Earth minutes. Once again, thank you so much for joining us here at What the Quest. We'll be back in just a moment. And we are back.
We came back from our break.
We came back. We
survived.
You decided to come back.
Yeah.
Most of us have tea.
Most of us.
I destroyed my voice.
I have alcohol.
Jealous.
Put too much water into my kettle, and it's taking forever to boil.
Not jealous.
I don't know if you two can be like me.
So you guys are still in the coroner's office.
Yes.
And you are coming up with a game plan to possibly get some chicken tenders at the scratching post.
That's my favorite part.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I said, that's my favorite part.
Yes.
I like a good chicken tender.
The more tender, the better.
I don't go for a chicken tough. I am a sensitive man. I am a lover, not a fighter.
Oh.
Sigh.
So are you guys gonna head out, or do you have any more questions for Dr. Dipper?
I don't have any more questions for him.
No.
No. I really think that we should figure out how to talk to this this Juniper lady at some point. That
Mhm.
sounds like I'd really like to know what she saw there at the end.
And she's making it here or at the scratching post.
I mean,
Sorry, I missed the first part of that.
We're hoping Juniper will be at the scratching post.
that's kind of
Yeah.
an assumption on our part, but yeah, I mean, maybe. Who else do we got? I guess we got going up to the mine. We got talking to the foreman. We could do that.
Yep.
Yeah, there's also there's also in town, you're also nearby, there's the city hall, which has the mayor in it, who's made the deal with the Vant Energy to revitalize the town. So you also have the Vant Energy office, since they are vampires. So you can go to any of these places. It's up to you folks.
That's true. That is a lead that Camille came up with. Vampires. We do.
What is- What
we
are
do
the
trust-
what are the business
Camille's
hours of a
research.
vampire business?
Neil also came up with the Juniper lead,
Yeah. It's
so
true. It's true.
she is happy to follow either one.
Well, I'll let the group decide where you want to go.
My vote is for wherever there are chicken tenders.
Okay, so we got one for the scratching post.
Yeah, let's go see if the if anyone from the mine are hanging out at the scratching post.
Sure. Sounds good.
Their operation's not going anywhere. So
Yeah.
So you're leaving the police station, and both now Deputy Spike D'Angelo and Sheriff Rory Riviera are standing at the front. They're just having a sip of coffee and they're shooting the shit because they don't got too much else to do. And they watch you as you leave, kind of with the squinted eyes. And Sheriff Rory says to you, she says, you guys, you know what? Stay out of trouble, you guys. I've seen you around. They're sniffing around, and you don't want to get into police business over here, because we'll handle everything. Just don't you worry. Don't want to get involved in one of your mysteries again, like you do.
Maybe we will, or maybe it's a mystery. Bye, Uncle Spike.
Like it, do what she says. Try and stay out of trouble.
Camille kind of backs out, sort of that Avatar meme style. I was like, yeah, I'm sure you'll handle it.
Ori lingers in the doorway for a second, lights up a vape that smells like spearmint, and then walks away.
And she smells
Hardcore.
like mint.
Yeah. And then the two characters, the deputy and the sheriff, they turn to each other and they go, I mean, vaping's legal in here. I mean, he seems like he's of age. I don't know what that was all about, but oh, those kids, just trying to get them to stay out of harm's way. And then you guys are gone into the anti-Chrysler, heading over to the scratching post.
Brum, 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 brum.
Brum, 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 brum,
One
brum.
of those big wheels.
Fire up that beast.
Yeah, it definitely is not like a subtle vehicle in any
Yeah.
way. It is old and rickety, and
It
it's
coughs
hoping
out smoke for sure.
yeah, it's overdue for an oil change. So you pull
Alright.
up to the
Definitely need to get
scratching.
the muffler changed so that Camille can sketch behind it. Right now, there's just too much smoke coming out.
Just
Just
blue smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you pull up to the Scratching Post Bar and Grill. And Ori's been here plenty of times. This is kind of like a usual hangout for the non-human folk in town. I mean, it's friendly to both, but you know, this is where they feel the most home. It's run by the owner / bartender. His name is Cass Singer. He's made it an especially safe place for the non-humans and humans to interact. There is a human bar in the outskirts of town. Tends to be a little shittier. You know, they're kind of rough and tumble kind of folk. But the Scratching Post is very welcoming to everybody, and especially not the non-humans in town tend to hang out there.
What's the human bar called?
The
meat bags.
shithole.
the Shitholi, run by the Shitholi family.
Yeah, it's called the Shitholi Bar, and it's run by the Shitholi family. So, yeah, just people there's always a bar fight going on there. If the police are called out anywhere, it's the Shitholi.
In North Delta, it was called Cheers.
Yeah. Oh man, so many. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways.
This is the kind of bar where I need to do the action read a bad situation. Cheers.
No, it's
yeah.
fine. It's fine in there. So you guys go into the bar and grill.
Yeah. We find a
and
table.
Emphasis on the grill. Thank you very much.
The bartender Cass is he's scrubbing glasses. There's not a whole lot of people in there, but you do spot a blonde woman in the corner talking with a man with a bigger fella with brown hair, and they're kind of talking, shooting the shit, and drowning in their misery sort of thing. They're you can see they're maybe a little tipsy, and there's a couple other folks in the bar. There's a minotaur who is probably a bouncer. He's just getting ready for the day. There's a couple gnomes working in the back. There's a harpy waiting tables. But Cass is a part owner. The other owners are a couple of zombie fellas. But yeah, this place is getting ready for what looks like the evening rush.
I have a few questions about these monsters. Is this like a CW, they don't look like monsters right now kind of thing? Like the Minotaur is just a really big guy?
No, the Minotaur definitely looks like a Minotaur.
Oh, so there's a makeup budget on this one.
Yeah, there's a makeup budget on this one. There is a special effects budget. There are definitely those transformational monsters, shapeshifters, and especially the things like wear somethings. They sort of look like humanoid, but they do have a full transformation base. Some monsters are just monsters without transforming. The gnomes aren't regular human size and then become gnomes, or a harpy's a harpy. She doesn't really change from anything but a harpy. But I think it's there's a bit of a special effects budget, but they're you're sort of getting used to seeing these type of folks around.
Yeah.
Ori always looks like Ori.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's both terrifying and arousing.
So you sit down and get a table, and a harpy comes over to you, and she hands you the special of the day, chicken fingers.
Yes.
I'll be back in a few minutes to get you.
Ah, nice.
Genuinely jealous.
So round of chicken fingers for everybody, or can I get your orders? I can come back and give you a few minutes if you like.
Yes,
just get cheap whiskey for me.
The chicken tenders sound positively satisfactory, and perhaps for the blonde woman over there, we could order her a gin, for juniper is the plant that gin is from. I saw that in a film.
Sonny, do you have some ID on you, or I don't think I can let you order drinks for adults in here.
I believe I have my application license to the Peter Cushing fan club.
Yeah, I don't think that counts. If anybody's
Listen.
gonna buy a drink, it's probably this
Yeah.
guy.
I will order the drink. And in fact, leave the gin, just whatever it is that she's already drinking. Get her another round,
It's on you, Ori.
including the fella that she's drinking with.
No problem. They definitely know you. This is like you hang out here when you're not with the kids because can't be around children all the time.
Well, we cramp their style anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
They're
also
too cool
You guys
for
are
you.
great.
I also believe that if you were to categorize me as a bookstore category, I would be young adult.
Oh my god!
I order a
Chuck, you're
Red
hilarious.
Bull.
Soothing tea.
Okay, awesome. So the harpy goes away and starts to put your guys' orders in. What do you do next?
I believe
guess-
before the chickens come in, perhaps we should speak with Ms. Juniper.
Let's does she get
Yeah.
her drink?
Yeah, you can see Cass is bringing the whiskey, the cheap whiskey, over to you, and she's got some in the bottle as well. So
Okay. Well, if the harpy, I suppose, or if Cass tells them that we're the ones who got the drink, we just sort of make eye contact over there.
Mhm.
yeah, you guys make eye contact. She does like a knowing nod and thanks you.
All right. Sure. You wanna go over and join the lady?
Do you all
Yeah,
go
I
over
think-
there, or do you?
Camille
Yeah,
has
my-
a chance to go over there with Ori.
Yeah.
I will.
Unless you
I
guys-
will get up for sure.
Camille wants to be as cool as Ori.
Oh, yeah, no, Chuck absolutely hero worships Ori.
And has not yet learned that it's the not trying part that makes it.
All right, I'll take my drink over then, and yeah.
Sorry, so Chuck and Camille are going over with Ori, and then Nora's hanging out back at the table.
I'm gonna hang out at the table. I'm gonna pull out my laptop and use this bar and grill's Wi-Fi to contact some friends on the net.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
net.
The net.
I'm in.
The world.
Do you need to?
The World Wide Web.
What?
And I want to find some information on that's a move I have, Taylor, called Net
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
Yep.
Net
What do you
friends.
roll for your net friend?
I roll
Tell me the BBS you call.
Nori's big, and
Your web ring?
which my charm is not amazing.
and Hunter TikTok.
And I want to find some information on Vant Energy.
Okay,
All right.
rolling bones.
Oh, hell yeah. On a 10 plus, which I rolled, they're available and helpful. They can fix something, break a code, hack a computer, or get you some special information. That's what I want.
Okay, so I'm gonna resolve this before you guys all go over and talk to Juniper and her pal. And so we find out about Vant Energy is that they're like a global company. They were started a few years ago. Before they've been actually, you know what? They've been around for a century, but only recently has it come to light that they are run by vampires. So they tend to go into towns where they see opportunities to bring in renewable energy. So that's their main business, would be like wind turbines, wind farms, et cetera, et cetera. They're crazy fucking rich at this point because they really, they had the foresight, being centuries old, to really corner the market on green energy. And they're just really, there's nothing too suspicious other than they're capitalists, but they're green capitalists. But yeah, the owner of the company is named Atticus King, and he is I guess the division manager for your area, and he's the person who set up shop in town here. So he's made an arrangement with the mayor of the town, her name is Willow Terra Quest, and they've made he's coming to Willow Terra Quest.
Nice.
And yeah, and they've made an arrangement that Van Energy is going to come and set up where sort of the mine used to be in town. The mine is like a dwindling industry, so they feel like they could really revitalize the area and bring some money in here, as well as new tourism and things like this. But it's kind of it's taking the place of the mine, and it'll provide jobs and things like this. But yeah, it's supposed to be really, really good for the town.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's what you find out about Van Energy. Green capitalism.
Huh. So not too suspicious on the get-go.
Not too suspicious, other than like they like to go into areas that have seen better days and revitalize them. So they seem actually, for being vampires, they seem pretty cool. Other than the information that Camille has, but maybe that will come up once Nora and Camille have a discussion. Because right now we're going to go over to Juniper's table and we're going to talk to her as she's drowning her sorrows, having been laid off. So, Ori, you go up to Juniper's table and she's with another man, another werewolf, you can assume, based on his features. And what do you say to Juniper?
I say, is this seat taken? So I'm assuming there's an empty seat.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to have it. Sure, if you want to pull up it. Are the kids gonna sit down too, or like we are drinking, adult drinks, as they say.
I believe this chicken was an adult when it was slaughtered.
Oh, this one especially. He's gonna hang out here the whole time.
They're good.
I'll
kids.
talk to you, but these kids have to zip it. I just don't think I'm in the mood for human children today.
That's human young adult. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right, Chuck. Just eat your chicken.
So thanks for the drink. Your name's Ori, right? I've seen you around before.
Yeah, that's right. It's Juniper, right? That's your name, right?
Yeah, I'm Juniper.
So I heard that I'm really sorry about what happened up at the mine. I hear that you were sort of front line to the accident that happened up there.
She looks at her drink and like swirls it around a bit and takes a swig. Yeah, I guess you could say I was there. I saw the whole thing happen, and they still let me go.
So what happened then? What did you see?
I mean, I already talked to the police, but I don't know if I want to go over this again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Is Juniper human?
No, she's a werewolf.
Okay. Cool. No, I totally understand. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Camille.
Camille, who has a -1 in charm, is just gonna blurt out. So his brains in his head before or after he died? I mean, were they gone before or after?
His brains? What do you mean his brains? His brains are there. Like, he got squished in the middle. Like, but he did get hit in the head or nothing. He was acting a bit weird. I told him to stay away from the equipment. Oh, God, you gotta be talking about it. It must be the liquor. Yeah, I mean, I told him to stay away from the equipment because obviously it's dangerous. It looked unstable. Like that, we've been meaning to get that thing repaired for a while, and yeah, just I guess he it was weird. He just wasn't really responding to me. He was just doing his own thing, and then when it started to fall, I tried to grab him and pull him out of the way. They ended up blaming me for it and laying me off. I guess I'll end up going to work for Bant or something.
Well, I mean, did you see him for the first part of the day? Like, were you around Robert sort of before the accident happened? Do you work with him?
I mean, I see him around. He seems normal. He's a normal human guy. Like, whatever. Work with him, and yeah, he seemed normal.
Right,
and
your usual
human.
sort of substandard bag of meat and water. Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, I know. Ugly bag of mostly water, as we like to
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, but you said
Yeah,
he was
I mean-
acting weird, like he wasn't
Water.
listening.
I mean, he's been, you know how humans smell. You know how they smell. They have that smell.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's as a werewolf, it's the worst. So you can smell them all the time. But yeah, I mean, he smelled a little bit different recently, but like.
So you're saying as a werewolf you haven't taken a liking to us. Thank you. Good night, everyone. I'm Chuck Bludfinger.
Okay, good night.
He just satisfied, self-satisfied, just walks over and hangs out with Norma. He was just there for the joke.
Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, sure. Okay.
Well,
yeah,
He's
he
gonna
did.
hang around a little bit longer, just to still wants to be cool and hanging with the older people.
Yeah, but
It's
I
not
guess-
working.
I
Definitely
guess he
outstayed her
knows-
welcome.
Yeah, he definitely had like a different stink on him last week or so.
like what kind of stink?
Like a, I don't know, like a acrid sort of smell. Like you ever smell a fresh zombie? Or like, I guess maybe even a fresh kill, like where that means maybe sitting out in the sun a little bit, kind of a little bit like that, but it was like just barely. Like I don't think anybody else noticed, but the other humans and non-humans working at the mine, but I noticed. It just had that weird whiff on him, like a little dead, a little decay, but not quite. Like soured milk. Like soured milk.
All right. Well, did Robert have any real close buds? Real close friends that he worked with, hung out with?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few other humans at the mine. There's Alcide. There's the foreman human. The Eric Stackhouse. I mean, everybody called him Bobby. And there was a couple other people. I mean, he kind of hung around Hans at the mine, but Hans is like human, I guess, enough that he doesn't mind hanging out with him. I know that even since we came out, as you say, huh?
Human enough.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't mean that any which way. I just, sometimes with us more noticeable non-humans, more that humans can kind of stay away from us. Some of them are looking to be like, they don't trust that we have these powers or whatever, so they generally, the other humans stayed away from me. I'm werewolf. There's a Glenda, the swamp monster, worked up there, and Cordelia, who is a troll. So, but Hans he's just a little mole man, so they pal around.
I gotta mute my mic.
Right. What was that? What was that?
I think he's losing it over Hans as a mole man.
Okay.
I won't tell you what that's from.
The Simpsons, I assume, just doesn't exist in this universe.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's a perfect job for Hans. Like being a mole man is like you working in mine. It's like his dream job. He's like built for mining. It's this whole shtick.
Yeah, that sounds mole man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you know what? I enjoy your drink. I feel like you've had a real rough time. So thanks.
I appreciate it, and hopefully no more accidents at the mine, or make sure those kids stay safe. I don't want them getting caught up in any sort of weird human non-human tension that you see in town sometimes. Make sure they stay away from the Chitoli place.
Oh yeah, I keep them away from there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
handle ourselves. It's like the one thing Camille is confident in.
Did she ever spear with her?
Yeah, probably. She probably had an argument with the bouncer about bringing it in.
Is it like her full height? Like.
Yeah. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Oh, awesome.
It's a full height. It looks very old. It's probably got like a mix of like silver and gold in the like spearhead.
Wow.
Yeah, this one looks like she can take care of herself. So I'll be sure to make sure to stay out of your way, honey.
And what about myself? He calls from the other side of the bar.
All right, I'll head back to our table.
Okay. So Norma has information about Vant Energy and what they sort of do, and you guys can have some information about what happened at the.
When they get back, I'll say, guys, check this out. Vant Energy made a deal with the mayor to set up where the mine is.
And the mine is where Gabriel died.
The dots are getting connected.
The vampires are maybe trying to get the mine shut down so they can take the land.
I imagine so.
This has shades of the film Chinatown, written by Robert Town. We will not mention any other people involved in that film.
Well, I mean, if they're trying to get the mine shut down, I suppose some accident that the mine is at fault for might help with that.
Mm-hmm.
And who better to investigate the death of a miner than miners?
Great. So you guys, your chicken fingers have already arrived, and you've finished them up. They were delicious and crispy, and they had all the sauces that you want.
That's all
Excellent.
I ever want.
Yeah.
It's just a vehicle for the sauce, really.
This whole
Yeah.
the quest is a vehicle for chicken tender fantasy roleplay.
I thought you were going to say it's a vehicle for the sauce. It's a vehicle for the sauce.
The sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where our coffee money goes. Our coffee money goes all to our chicken tender fund.
Yes,
Yeah.
to sauces, to a variety of sauces.
A variety of chicken tender sauces. Yeah, so
Watching a coffee competitor called Chick.en.
Chicken fans. So yeah, Juniper didn't. I mean, she didn't know much. She did sort of say that that Robert was maybe acting a little strange a week before he died, smelling a bit funny, smelling a bit off, like maybe like a newly formed zombie. Maybe something had been done to him. I don't know.
I think
maybe
I
he'd
used
already lost his
spoiled
brain by
milk.
that point. Yeah, spoiled
Mhm.
milk was the
Spoiled
was the
milk.
term.
Maybe
You know-
he, was a zombie before he got smushed.
Or maybe
just
he was
this-
turning to cheese, because to make cheese one need only leave milk alone.
That's not true. That's not how you make cheese. You're not eating spoiled milk, are you, Chuck?
Does the smell of spoiled milk mean anything to me? Like, do I?
Nope.
No, that doesn't remind me of any particular monster or anything like that. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so where do you guys
Some
want to go
research
next?
here.
Ooh. I mean
Where do you guys?
I mean, I feel like everything happened at the mine,
mine.
right? We just got to go there.
Yeah. We gotta investigate the mine.
Yeah.
Maybe we should check out Vant first, just in case, The mine's going to be like a trip. So,
Yeah, the mine's a few hours outside of town, but you're
Oh,
still pretty
yeah.
close by to everything else.
And it is what, afternoon? No.
Yeah, you
Late
wouldn't get
morning.
you wouldn't get to the it's kind of like the afternoon, like 2-3 p.m. and you wouldn't get to the mine until quite late, and it would be all like shut down and shut off by then. So
Which sounds really fun, but
yeah.
we could maybe check out Vant before we go out there, and then arrive at the mine at like midnight, so we can be real spooky about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Be some real meddling kids at that mine.
Yeah.
meddlesome folks.
Yeah.
So you guys are leaving, and you're heading back to the van, and you hear something from outside, like around the corner from the scratching post, and you hear, "Hey, you with the red hair, you one of those demons, huh? You one of those non-humans that's taking over our town?"
Who's talking? Who's there? Who do I see?
There's some guys in the shadows. You think you can come into our town, just like mess everything up and like take jobs from humans and stuff like that? You're murdering people up at the mine?
Oh, honey, I don't want your job. Too good for your job.
And some about 3 human assholes. That's how I have to describe.
just 3 sphincters.
They kind of come out from a corner, and they're kind of you can sort of tell that they've been maybe waiting for some monsters to come out of the bar and to like give them a jump, and maybe they're waiting for Juniper, but instead they're assholes, so they decide to pick on you. What are you doing with those children? You gonna suck their blood or whatever?
Well, it's really none of your business. I mean, maybe, but not today.
You know what? We're not gonna let you get away with coming here, marching into our town, murdering humans, and all that stuff that you non-humans get up to.
Oh, bring it, please, try.
So these human assholes, while they're yelling at you, you kind of notice like a green glimmer in their eyes. You know when you like shine a light on a deer in the headlights and you get that glimmer? They sort of have a strange greenish glimmer in their eyes, and they're go ahead.
They're replicants. Ridley Scott used the same technique in Blade Runner.
And one's got like a shotgun, and I guess the others, like one has a baseball bat, and another guy has like some chains, and they're about ready to like try and take you out, and looks like they're gonna attack you guys.
Does green glow any kind of like magical effect we would have encountered before?
No.
Okay. I think Camille's just gonna try and act like tough and be like, "How about all you racist dicks just fuck off?" I mean, again, she doesn't know how to diffuse situations in any good way.
Hey, girlie, you simping for these non-humans? You think you're cool and all that?
Perhaps you would like to have
pretty cool when I stick this spear up your ass.
Nice one. Good one.
Perhaps you'd like to have a talk with my companion here. And I pull out my silver sword. Is it a silver sword that I have? Hang on. Silver sword, yes.
Nice.
So they're gonna come in. He's like, "I've had enough of this. Get the demon." And then they lunge at you to attack.
Yeah, I want to like step in front of Ori.
Okay, I'm gonna make you roll to kick some ass as this guy is attacking you.
Sure. Yep. Ooh, yeah, that's a 10.
That's a 10. So you take 1 extra effect. You gain the advantage. Take 1 forward. You can give 1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, so an extra +1 harm. You suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
Okay. I would like to force them where I want them.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll step in front of Ori as one of these. I guess like whoever like charges first of these 3.
Let's call him human asshole number 1. He's the guy with the baseball bat. With like it's got barbed wire and shit around it.
Okay. I want to like fully. Yeah, Camille does not give a shit. And then I want to like step in front and like get a spear and get him in like the shoulder and sort of like maneuver him into like a wall. If I can do that.
Yeah, you could do that. You're still gonna take 1 harm because fighting in this game is both. Even if you deflect or anything like this, you're still gonna take harm. So when the human asshole comes at you, it still like pushes you back a little bit, and maybe it his like barbed wired bat like hit kind of grazes your leg. So you're gonna take like 1 harm from that. Just a bit of a scratch, and he's gonna take 1 harm as well.
Spear does 2 harm, I believe.
2 harm. Okay, so
So double check that. Yeah, 2 harm.
okay, no problem. And then chain, and then shotgun. So, you push him into a wall, and he's ouchie. That sucked. And he sort of spits at you. You're like, "You're such a simp for these damn non-humans." Bleh. And I'm like, and then human asshole number 2.
Beat up by a girl, you dick.
I just am racist. I'm not sexist. Girls can fight too.
There's guys like that.
I have
Borat.
only one type of prejudice.
Borat 2. There's guys like that in Borat 2. It's so weird.
Oh, it's so weird.
One prejudice at a time.
One prejudice at a time. They just don't like monsters. So Chain Guy is still gonna take a swing at Ori. If anybody wants to,
I'm gonna help out.
Monster exclusionary radical feminist. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
Murphs.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
So you're gonna help out.
Yeah.
So who are you gonna help out? Are you gonna help out Ori or?
Well, can I take an action?
Yeah, I'm gonna help out Ori.
If he's helping me out, can I take it, or she's helping me out, can I take an action if he's already attacking me, can I take an action, or is that?
Yeah, you could do some kick some ass, like he's heading towards you. It's not Monster of the Week is not so much a roll, like somebody goes and then somebody goes and then somebody goes and somebody. It's not as like linear as that.
Okay.
So this guy can attack you and you can still act. And Norma has done help you out. So if you want to attack, go on the defense, you want to kick this guy's ass, you can roll to kick some ass, add your tough, and then you can add.
Can I exert my will over this guy? So use mental dominion. So stare into his eyes as he's swinging his chain coming in.
Yeah. Do you need to roll to do that?
I do. So, as long as he's a normal human, though. Is he a normal human?
He appears to be a normal human.
Okay, well then I'll give it a shot. So I roll charm, and I'm gonna get, if you're helping me out there.
I'm helping, so I actually have to roll to help you out first.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and shine my flashlight, because I have a Watchman's flashlight, which I think is, the non-name brand version of a mag light. And I'm going to try and shine it in this guy's face.
Okay.
Ooh. I hope I don't end up fucking you over. What is that? That's a 4. That's terrible.
I don't know if there's a negative to helping out, though.
Yeah, I don't think there's a negative. I just don't help Ori out, unfortunately. I'm trying to get it out of my backpack, and I'm like, I have to turn it to get to the little nub.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a hard.
You drop your flashlight.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a mag light. It'll be fine.
Okay, so I'll roll versus charm. Okay, so I got 8. Okay, so an 8. All right. So on a 7 to 9. It says hold 1. You may spend your hold to give them an order. Oh, okay. Regular people will follow your order, whatever it is. Okay. So I'm going to point to the guy with the shotgun and be like, his ass needs some serious kicking right now. To the guy with the chains.
Okay. So the guy with the chains turns and starts swinging his chain at the guy with the shotgun, who's trying to load up his shotgun. He's not having a lot of success with it right now. He's kind of slow, like doing the thing. He's nervous, obviously. But he goes to start swinging at the guy, and it looks like when he swings at the guy, he almost intentionally misses. If that makes any sense.
So he's trying to fool me into thinking that he's been dominated. All right,
Yeah.
sure.
He seems like he went really for the swing. Like he definitely seems like he went for the swing, but at the last minute, maybe like had it like curved off.
Okay.
Like
all right.
went in and like. So maybe it seems like he's fighting with your domination a bit.
Okay.
Domination, it worked. Don't get me wrong. It just didn't work as effectively as you wanted to.
Okay.
For some reason. Chuck, do you want to do anything?
I would like to attack with my silver sword.
Okay. You want to? So who are you attacking?
I'm attacking the one
So you
that
got
that went after Ori.
Okay. So the guy who swung the chain, who's now trying to hit the guy with the shotgun. So yeah, roll the. I guess it would be roll to kick some ass, unless you have like a special move you want to use.
I have no special combat moves. So I am going to kick some ass. I do have a sword and a -1 to tough. Thank you. I am a child.
You have a concave chest.
Yep. That's why I like pirates. My sunken chest. Okay, so I rolled a total after the -1 of tough of 7.
Yeah, you and whatever you're attacking inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm is based on the established dangers in the game. That usually means you inflict harm rating of your weapon, and your enemy inflicts harm, their harm rating on you. So what's the harm rating on your weapon?
My silver sword does 2 harms. It's also messy and silver.
Okay. And he does 1 harm with his chain,
Ow!
and gets you in the knee.
How you dink, you dingus.
So let's go since Camille acted first, let's go with Camille again. So this guy's trying to wriggle free from your spear, but he's still pinned against the wall. But he's kind of like pushing himself further on the spear to get to you. It's really grisly.
Yeah, that's not cool. Camille definitely doesn't want to stab him again, has realized that like in a moment of like anger, she definitely just stabbed just a person.
Yeah. He can still swing his arm, so maybe he's like try to work up a swing at you.
I would like to use magic. I want to try and I guess like dispel this effect on him, whatever is like the green eye thing that's going on here.
Sure, yeah, roll for that.
All right. So like holding him back with a spear and trying to do like hand spell stuff with one hand.
Okay.
Yeah, it turns out you need 2 hands to cast the spell properly. I could, try to like tuck the spear under my arm to hold it and do the like magician spell hand jutsu stuff.
Yeah.
Not so much.
No.
How can I Doctor Strange you like this?
What did you roll?
It's not one that it's not. I rolled a total of 5.
Oof. I think I get to take a hard move on a failure.
Yeah, that sounds like a Powered by the Apocalypse for sure.
Yeah.
So he swings at you with his unpinned arm with the bat, and causes you to tumble backwards. So that's releasing him from the spear, because you had your hands sort of busy. It knocked you to the ground. You take 1 harm.
I should be tracking that harm, huh?
Yeah. I think everybody starts off with 7.
Yeah. So I'm still okay on the okay side of the line and not the dying side of the line.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh wait, we have luck. Totally forgot about that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
could spend a luck point.
I think I would like to spend a luck point to change my roll to a 12.
Yeah, just keep in mind if you run out of luck, like there is detrimental effects. So you want to keep at least some luck.
And when
so
does luck recharge? Does that ever recharge or no?
Oh, you know what? I need to look that up, and I don't have time right
all
now. I will. Yeah. Okay, Carmen, you can look it
It
up.
doesn't recharge, but there are ways to get more luck, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also, every time you have a failure, you do take 1 experience. So please do mark that down. Sorry, I'm a bad keeper. I haven't been mentioning that.
That's right.
So I
have accrued 3 experience.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're gonna spend a luck point to make that spell work properly, your jitsu?
Yeah.
Okay. So rewind. The guy is still in the spear. You successfully sign your signs that you need to do to cast the spell, and he screams, "Ah!" And a little brain slug wiggles out of his ear and drops on the ground.
Whoa.
And then the guy falls limp.
I step on the slug.
It goes ee, and like dies.
Oh my god.
I still step on it.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Oh yeah. I mean, you gotta make sure that brain slug's dead.
Gross.
So this guy's like slumps over on the spear and like slumps to the ground.
Then I want to shout, "It's not vampires!"
Okay, everybody else hears that and is like, "What?" But everybody's still, being attacked. So let's go to Ori and Norma next.
How many of these human assholes are left?
There's 2 human assholes left. I'm not talking about like a non-human, like walking, talking asshole. These are just like humans who happen to be assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those
like a sentient walking
specters.
asshole.
Yeah, those actual assholes are too busy on Twitter. Am I right, people?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so there's still chain guy and shotgun guy.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
You gonna go for it, Carmen?
No, go ahead. Nope.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, chain guy and shotgun guy. I feel like shotgun guy is a big threat. Not sure about a shotgun. I don't like that around my children. So, yeah, I'm going to just go straight at him melee wise. I'm going to try and rip his throat out with my claws.
Sounds good. And so you're rolling to kick some ass.
I am. And since I have unholy strength, I can roll on weird instead of tough, which is super fun.
Ooh, nice.
So I get a 10.
A 10.
I do.
So in a 10, you choose an extra effect. You gain advantage, or you take one, gain advantage, take 1 forward, give 1 forward to another hunter, you inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you're forced them to where you want.
Oh, I definitely inflict terrible harm.
Ooh. So how many harm do your claws do?
My claws do 2, and they ignore armor. So if they're wearing any armor, it ignores that. So I do an extra 1 with the inflict terrible. So that's 3 in total.
Yeah. They're human, so they don't have any like armor. They're squishy. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Squishy human folk. So baseball guy is down. So you still got chain guy and shotgun guy. So shotgun guy takes that clawing of yours and you said his throat?
Yeah, right there. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's having a bad time. He is not, he is now dropped his shotgun and he's like grasping at his throat, and maybe instead he tries to like throw a punch. So I think you still take 1 harm, because he's still like, you grab his throat and he like maybe hits you as you're doing that when he drops his shotgun, because you still get the fight, you still get harmed no matter what. Yeah. Because you can die in this game pretty easily. But hopefully that won't happen. So up next we have Chuck, and if Norma wants to do anything, now's the time. So let's go Norma first.
Yeah, Norma, Norma reaches into her bag and pulls out her dad's 9mm that she stole from from the house.
Mr. Olson's got a Glock.
Mr. Olson has a Glock. Mr. Olson is an engineer for a company, but he's also one of those guys that is into like home security and stuff like that. That's probably where Norma gets her her conspiratorial mindset, and so she's gonna pull out this 9mm and fire at Shotgun Guy.
Okay.
Yeah, Shotgun Guy's still there, right?
Yeah, Shotgun Guy. We still have Shotgun Guy and Chain Guy.
Oof, you know what? Let's use these rules. I'm going to spend a luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I rolled a 6 and I don't want that. So
yeah, you're gonna spend a luck point to turn that result into a 12.
Into a 12. So
awesome.
He's gonna take 2 harm.
Yep.
And I'm gonna choose to take no harm at all.
Okay. Sounds good. You are right, sitting pretty. So where do you want to shoot Shotgun Guy? He's already got his throat ripped out. It'd have to be a non-lethal area, maybe the leg or other squishy bit in his body. You can't go for the dome with that roll.
No. I'll fire at his is he right-handed or left-handed?
You
I'll fire
the
at
gun.
the arm holding where his trigger arm is. Yeah, okay, all right.
So if Norma's
He's already
is
dropped
a
the
big
gun.
home security guy, it'd be center of mass. Is where you got to aim, Norma.
Yeah. Norma just panicked, and the gun went wild. It went to the left, so it hits him in the right.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, he still takes like a significant amount of harm. He's in rough shape. He looks like he's gonna try and get away, because he's bleeding from everywhere.
Yeah. Because he got shot.
Because he got shot. But let's go with Eric.
The 17-year-old shot him.
Yeah, let's go with Chuck next with his silver sword.
With my silver sword.
Silver sword.
In my head, I hear the voice of Juan Sanchez Ramirez. That Spanish peacock who helped out Connor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. But I look at Chain Guy, and I know that I will swing low at him, for the best part of the chain is the base. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my goodness.
And I spend a luck.
Okay. Again, remember that if you use up all your luck, bad things start to happen to you. So let's spend a luck. And you're kicking some ass so that you get a 12.
I'm kicking some ass. So I get since I have a -1 to tough, I get an 11, so I can only pick something from a 10 plus.
Okay, so from 10 plus, you can pick one of those extra effects.
I choose to inflict terrible harm as I whisper, there can be only one. I am, of course, referring to the horrible Highlander sequels that I choose to ignore. So I do.
So Chain Guy.
3 harm.
So you're doing 3?
So I do a total. Yeah. So I inflict terrible harm. So I can do a total of 3 harm. So that means I still take 1 harm, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Chain Guy is looking bad. He's dropped his chain, and these guys are both like kind of at their knees, and they've got this green glow in their eyes, and they're just like, do you guys want to do anything else, or do we want to fully kill them?
I think Camille is gonna shout like, "Don't kill them!" It's like brain slug situation. Don't kill them.
Okay, so the guy that you deslugged, he comes and sort of wakes up and he's like, huh, where am I? What am I doing here? Why am I bleeding? So he's alive, that since you've deslugged him. But he's like seems sort of out of it, and like maybe he doesn't remember some things.
The guy that had the shotgun and now has dropped it and is attempting to run away, there's absolutely no way that I'm going to let him run away. So I want to drag him down to the ground and slam his head into the pavement. And
okay.
Yeah, my eyes will probably go red at this point, and I'll be like, you are not going anywhere. Don't you think you can run away from me?
Okay, so you do that, and a slug slides out of the ear of the unconscious shotgun guy.
Perfect. Does anybody... Hey, Chuck, you have anything to, like, carry one of these things? You got, like, a sample jar in your pocket? You carry that kind of shit, don't you?
Aha! You know what? I have a thing here
I knew you'd have a thing.
called preparedness. When you need something unusual or rare, roll a sharp.
That's not even unusual or rare.
Yeah, roll on your sharp.
I'm rolling a sharp. Yes! Okay, with the +2 sharp, I get a 10. On a 10 plus, you have it right here, right now. Why?
Right
yes, I do.
here, right now. You got a jar for picking up brain slugs. You got it.
I have it right here. Perhaps you would like to avail yourself. Avail me of? I don't know what avail means. I am 15 years old. Have a jar. And if you open the jar is a jar. Oh, thank you very much. Good night, Chuck Bludfinger.
I will scoop the slug into the jar and twist on the cap.
It definitely does look like we might have a Star Trek II situation here.
Yeah, so shotgun guy is knocked out. We'll see if he wakes up, because you did hit him in the head pretty hard, but that did set the brain slug free. So let's see. And what do we want to do with chain guy? Yeah, I mean, you're a demon, you don't care.
I don't care.
Try the magic thing again. The same spell.
Yeah. Roll to do some magic.
That is going to be a 9.
Okay,
So
that seems like a success.
Successful,
Big
but I
success?
think you can add a glitch to it, I believe.
Ah.
Oh,
Okay.
I choose the glitch, and then you decide what the effect it is.
Okay, you go for it.
Okay.
The most interesting one seems to be the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so the you get the brain slug free from the jar, and the you see, as this happens, you see a patrol car rounding the corner down the street.
Maybe it's Uncle Spike. Hey, we're meddling.
Okay, so none of these guys have brain slugs in them anymore. One of them might be dead, but hopefully not.
You know what? They still technically had one harm, so I would give the harm to the slug that you guys got wriggled free instead of the dude. So everybody survived.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
So, but you know, the car is still down the street, so you could still have time to take off. And they're slow around here, so they'd stop and go, "What happened?" And I don't know.
Guys, we should go. I have a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm covered in blood. Maybe we should get back to the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just book it down the street on a skateboard and just be like, meet me, or like, meet back at Chuck's.
Jesus,
Meet back at the
fudge.
debasement.
At the debasement. At debasement.
Yeah.
Operation Fence Hop, commence! And I just jump over fences, run through people's backyards, and hop over fences so that I'm not followed on the road by patrol cars. Something every 15-year-old knows how to do.
Yeah.
Is anybody gonna drive away in the anti-Chrysler, or are you gonna just
Yeah.
come back for it?
Oh,
You're gonna-
if Ori gets in the, I'll follow Ori because I think they're gonna get into the and drive away in the car.
I think I
Norma's
could
not
probably get back to the
athletic.
van. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try and get back to the van. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like leaving that on the street. It's really our only way of getting around.
And my
I don't
mom
know
would
that.
kill us.
Who would kill us?
My mom.
Oh, your mom. Yeah, she's got a temper. Whew.
Yeah.
So you, Norma and Ori, you get in the van, and you end up taking off before the patrol car even is anywhere near you guys. So you guys
Nice.
head back to the basement in the anti-Chrysler, and we're gonna end it there for tonight, I think.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
We'll find
Fuck
out
some
more
shit up
about
and then
these.
cheese it.
Yeah. We'll find out more about what's going on with the brain slugs next time. So 2 weeks from now.
Ooh.
Yes.
Very
Awesome.
animal.
Solving mysteries. Or is it? It is. Or is it? I like all of Chuck's Star Trek references and things like that. So I'm
Oh my
deeply
God.
appreciating the call outs.
Not
Really,
Chuck,
really ties everything together.
Yeah, Chuck's not just a one-note guy. He's seen other movies other than horror films. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Highlander's full of beheadings. Of course he's seen that.
Oh yeah, it's so
Yeah.
cool. Anyways, so we've been What the Quest, and yeah, check us out on social media. If you liked what we did here tonight, feel free to buy us a coffee on our co-fi.com/wdquest. The link is at the bottom there. Or if you want to get like monthly updates or support us monthly, we also have a Patreon. So it's patreon.com/WTQuest. And if anybody else has anything to plug, like maybe the Critical Hit show or
Yes.
anything like that, I'll let you go.
In fact, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific, so that's Wednesday, October 28th, both myself and Joanna Gaskell will be doing the Critical Hit Show Halloween Spooktacular over at twitch.tv/Eric Fell. Feel free to join our Discord as well. I believe I've got the link up on that channel. So please check that out. I am the Game Master there, and Joanna Gaskell is a kick-ass elf warlock named Freya, who is awesome. Also, we do at WT Quest, at What the Quest, we have a YouTube channel, and every single one of our shows, every single one of our broadcasts is up. We are 100% caught up with the exception of this one right here. So if you want to see any of the other systems that we've played, such as Quest and Deadlands Reloaded and Star Wars and others, please check that out. We don't have enough subscribers to have a YouTube channel URL that makes sense. Just
We'll get there.
just look for What the Quest and
Yeah.
you'll find us.
Yeah, it's linked on our webpage. It's on all of our social media, so you should be able to find it almost anywhere if you search What the Quest.
Wait a minute, we have a website?
Yeah, we have a website. We just that's why we need all the coffee money. We have a great website where you can hire both Eric and Joanna to come run a game for you. And I think we've been planning that one of you is going to run a one-shot sometime soon. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you'll get that automatically as a perk. But if you want to sign up for Joanna's game, I'm sure we'll have the information for that shortly.
Yep, we will. I'll figure that out. I promise.
Yeah. And then you can sign up at our webpage. I think that's all it for now. Everybody have a safe and happy Halloween. And I'm going to see if my glasses glow in the dark.
Oh.
No, I think it's too bright.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's gonna be the big finale.
The big finales.
Ah.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget to listen to Dungeon Punks and the Adventure.exe podcasts, wherever you find podcasts.
Like the internet.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yes, on the internet. That's where you find them.
On the
That's
internet.
right here.
On the internet.
I get them from my dealer.
Oh, the Dipper the podcast dealer.
Dipper the podcast dealer.
I do that, except my dealer makes me like hang out and listen to half a podcast with him before, you know, he'll give me all the other podcasts.
No, wait,
yeah.
listen to this part. Listen to this part. There it is.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thank you so much.
Thanks so
have
much,
a great
everybody.
night. I'm gonna hit the end stream
Good night.
button. Make good choices.
Okay.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy St. Frankenstein's Day.